it's Monday, so you know what it is, what it do, what it is. I am the Grizz. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where we bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday today. And today, we're going to talk about a special collection coming out of Square Enix that might be overpriced, and that's across all platforms. And, well, remember that game that I was super hype about from the Nintendo Direct last week? Well, it appears to be another critical success. So, but if you do enjoy these videos, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new here, hit that red subscribe button and then turn on all notifications so you know when your boy is posting. Now, let's get into that. Alright, so today let's start off with Final Fantasy, but not 16 or even 13. We are talking about Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Now, people have been asking about the collections forever now. But, you know, the collections is due to come out on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Now, of course, other systems. But the thing is, the pricing seems a bit off. Because simply, Final Fantasy 1 through 6, the collection on PS4 and the Nintendo Switch, straight from the Square Enix store website, it's $75. And a lot of people are saying that, nah, this ain't worth it. The game doesn't even look like it got even I mean, it might have got modernized and stuff like that. They might have touched it up just a bit, but it doesn't have that HD 2D coat of paint. And, well, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, so I might be out of line here, but I just know that if you're taking 6 games this old that was on the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, and then you want to put it on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch, systems that could definitely run these games, $75? I don't know, man. Let me know if this is your vibe in the comments below, though. So Resident Evil 4 Remake will be coming out in about a month, a little over a month, I want to say. But this is in fact, I can't even believe I keep saying remake. I just reviewed Dead Space Remake. We done got Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake. Now we getting the 4 Remake, and we done got Shadow Colossus. There's just so many remakes. We really live in that era. But the deluxe edition of Resident Evil 4, first of all, it doesn't appear that it's physical. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen any physical editions. But there's a deluxe edition, and it's very, very interesting because it appears that some content is locked behind the deluxe edition, but developers have said that, nah, it's not really going to affect the gameplay. But when you go to GameStop.com here, you get the deluxe edition, and what comes with that is Leon and Ashley costumes, casual, romantic, the filter, hero and villain, sunglasses, sporty, weapons, Sentinel 9 and Skull Shaker, the original version soundtrack swap, and then you get a treasure map expansion. I'm guessing it expands the map that's within the game, or something that would probably help you within the game, or it's just probably just extra stuff. I don't really know what to make of this, but I mean, what, for $10, $20 more, you're not just getting the treasure map expansion. You're getting you're getting 2 weapons and some costumes and stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe for my Resident Evil 4 fans, for my Resident Evil fans, let me know if any of this is your vibe down in the comments below. So last week we got that bomb Nintendo Direct. Alright, maybe it wasn't the most dopest Nintendo Direct, but there were some things that got shadow dropped, and there was a lot that got announced, and we didn't realize we had so much lined up. But it was actually a really fun Direct, with the headline being Metroid Prime Remastered, of course. But with that out of the way, it's time for PlayStation to do, because just a month ago Xbox did this, so it's time for PlayStation to show up, right? Well, Jeff Grubb thinks that there will be one in the next few weeks to a month. So go into GameSpot.com, where Jeff Grubb was on YouTube, where he was talking on his Games Mess. But I got this from direct quote from GameSpot.com. It says, a state of play should be happening in the next few weeks to month. In that range, next few weeks to a month, we should see a state of play. At least that's the current plan right now. These things have shifted before. Now, hey, speculation, Jeff Grubb, he's been wrong before, but not really, because he said Metroid Prime should have came out in the end of last year, but it didn't. But it came out February. You know what I'm saying? So he would know stuff. He's an industry insider, and Jeff Grubb, he hasn't been wrong. Not always. He was wrong once before, but you know, sometimes with these industry insiders, they are going to be wrong. But he really has good grace with everybody else. That's why he has the show, and he also works for Giant Bomb. So I'm really interested in seeing. Like, I would love a PlayStation State of Play, but what would they reveal? What do we have? We have Spider-Man, we have Wolverine, and I think Wolverine is at least 2 years out. I don't even think Wolverine is coming out next year. I think Wolverine might be at least 2 years out, because we haven't seen anything, unless we see something dramatic from it this year, like actual gameplay, I don't think it's coming out next year. We'll probably get a new CG trailer and we'll see who's in the game. But Spider-Man is actually due out this year. But beyond Spider-Man, I have no idea. Maybe they could have something else in the works. Maybe they'll have a first-person shooter or something like that. Something big, because, you know, they're working so hard for Call of Duty not to be owned by Xbox. So if any of this is your vibe, let me know down in the comments below. Man, so this whole acquisition thing is getting really messy, because Microsoft has asked Sony to hand over some files, some employee files and performance reviews. This is just further to prove their case, right? And this is just really weird, but this is spotted by Axios, and I'm getting this from yahoo.com, and it says Sony submitted to response to Microsoft request asking the court to quash or limit the subpoena. The redacted response can be found on FTC's website, which reveals that Microsoft wants Sony to hand over PlayStation's leadership, employee files, and performance reviews because they might candidly include information on the PlayStation business. Sony has accused Microsoft of obvious harassment, arguing that personnel files have no relevance to the case. Sony's motion to limit the subpoena also reveals that Microsoft wants files pertaining to 7 PlayStation exclusive, including SIE CEO Jim Ryan, head of PlayStation Studios Herman Holtz, and worldwide marketing lead Eric Lempel. Microsoft also wants files pertaining to previous PlayStation executives and wants a custodial search of SIE's in-house lawyer. Taking things a step further, the Xbox maker has demanded decade-old information pertaining to the PlayStation's business. Yo, I don't even know what to make all of this, but this is just getting mad messy. I mean, when it gets to the legal stuff, pettiness is definitely a big thing here, and honestly, I'm not the person with all the legal jargon, but I'm just reporting on it. But what this reads like is just continued back and forth, and now Microsoft is like, yo, you know what? Y'all want to be petty? We gonna be petty. We need some of y'all information. We need some of y'all information from the past. We need to hear it about all the top bosses too, because y'all hating on us so bad. We need to know what's going on with y'all, or something like that. That's just really what it translates to. But if this is your vibe and you know what it is, holla at your boy in the comments. So Metroid yet again is a critical success, and I want to say that I actually recorded this whole segment, and I was maybe 2 minutes into a huge rant and my computer crashed. So we just got haters all over the place for you, Samus. Samus Aran, they don't want to see you do good. Metroid Prime Remastered got shadow dropped last week, and now it is sitting at a 96 on Metacritic. 96 and a 9.1 user score, and the physical edition ain't even come out. People complaining about it being a remaster, but if you played the original and then you look at this one, you realize it is a damn remake. Or everybody's saying it is a buttery 60 frames per second. It looks like you can be on the PS4/PS5. This game is amazing. People complaining about a game they've never even played. Oh, who wants a remaster? Did you play it? Did you play it? But y'all don't keep the same energy with PlayStation. You're like, oh, why they redoing this? But everybody jumped on Shadow of Colossus and played it and loved it, right? Nintendo remastered a game and put it back out. A game that everybody was all online asking for. These games don't even sell. Metroid games don't even sell crazy well, but they are great, awesome, quality games. I can say that. I played a bunch of them, but I've only beaten Metroid Dread, yes. Because of in the last 2 to 3 years, my love for Metroid has grown so much, and I want to play them all of the newer things. I don't know if I can go back to the Super Metroid and stuff like that, but I loved Metroid Dread, and I know I'm going to love Metroid Prime Remastered because I have the original Metroid Prime on my Nintendo GameCube, and one day, maybe about a year ago, I sat down for 5 hours, straight hours, and went in with my girl Samus, and we started shooting out some Metroids and all this other stuff. This game is fire, right? Damn that about it being a remastered. If you have never played this game, if you played it and never finished it, or if you were curious about it, Metroid is awesome. Okay? Metroid is the reason Metroidvanias exists. Hollow Knight wouldn't exist without Metroid. Castlevania wouldn't even exist without Metroid. So, and even one of my favorites, some of y'all, this might go over some of y'all heads, Shadow Complex. This is from the Xbox 360 PS3 era. That was the Metroidvanias. And matter of fact, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Ori and the Blind Forest, Metroidvanias, because of Metroid games. This one plays as a first-person shooter. It's sci-fi. You're a bounty hunter. And, well, you play as a woman who can kick ass a lot as a bounty hunter. Jump on this, baby. Alright then, y'all, that's a wrap for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you think about everything down in the comments below. If any of this news is your vibe, what you need to do is find out if Metroid is your vibe, okay? You need to go and get the game right now. I'm waiting for the physical edition. If you ain't getting it right now digitally, wait for the physical edition. And I promise you, it'll change your life. It'll be fun. Lads and ladettes, thank y'all so much for tuning in, okay? First of all, once again, if you are new here, hit that red subscribe button and then turn on all notification bells so you know when your boy is posting. I post Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. to help you start the work day. And go ahead and hit that like button. And if anything that you didn't like that I did discuss and it wasn't your vibe, holla at your boy in the comments. Lastly, thank y'all so much for watching, and this video is finito. Per second, no hiccups. If you haven't played this game but you're complaining about them remaking or remastering another game, what? Just play the game. It's not going to play like, oh no, this is an old game. No, it's a new game. It's remastered. They took time to update it. I'm tired of my girl Samus not getting the respect that she deserves, okay? She's out here defending the galaxy, bounty hunting and all that, and then she's probably